So my good friends out there, I remain Dr. D.I. June, your lecturer on chemistry on social media. For quite some time, I've been treating biology topics, and I said when I finished with them, I'll go back to chemistry. So today, what we have is titled Sex Determination Crisis in Married Couples. Sex Determination Crisis in Married Couples. So because of time, I will read what I have slowly, and then when necessary, I will explain. So let's go. It is a common observation that some couples, that is husband and wives, do give birth to only female babies continually. This brings a lot of problems or crises between husbands and wives. In some cases, this scenario has compelled the husband to marry a second wife or even a third wife, and yet the problem persisted. Sometimes the problem is solved when a second wife or a third wife is married. But at other times too, the issue does not get over, even if the second wife or the third wife is married. Now, I know of a couple in the present Kogi state at Abeji Kulu town when I was in that state for some years. The husband and wife, which I know very well, he has just one wife. They have 12 matured girls, no single boy among them. Again, I know of a couple in the present Bayelsa state, precisely at Adababri town, and the husband is a good friend of mine. Himself and his wife have 10 grown-up boys, all boys, no single girl. Now, the big question is, how do we explain this biologically? Now, listen to me. We know that the male sex gametes is XY chromosome, while that of the female is XX chromosome. I have treated these things before. Now, from this fact, it is known that it is the husband's sex chromosomes that determines the sex or the gender of the unborn baby. So, during ovulation, a matured egg is released from the ovary of the woman into the fallopian tube where fertilization takes place. Of course, we all know that. So now, after ejaculation, millions of sperms are deposited into the female's body. Now, a sperm has a head, a nucleus, and a tail, which enables it to swim towards the released egg. The chances of the fusion of the X sperm or the Y sperm with the egg is 50-50. Now, here comes the problem. If by nature the vigor and the motility rate of the X sperm is greater than that of the Y sperm, then the X sperm will always have advantage over the Y sperm, and the baby that will be born will always be girl, because the X sperm has become dominant. But reverse will be the case if the vigor and the motility rate of the Y sperm is greater than that of the X sperm. Now look at it here. This is the figure one here. This is the egg of the female. This is the nucleus of the egg. And the female sex gamete is XX. So the sex cells will be XX. The male is XY. So the sex cell is X and Y. So now the nucleus of the female is always X. Now, when the sperms are deposited in millions, they will all swim towards the egg, and they will surround the egg in this manner. See XY, XY, XY like that. And it is only one of the X or the Y that fuse with the nucleus here to form the gender, either a male or a female. So if X goes in here, here is XX. So the baby will be female. If there's a Y that goes in here, here will be XY. The baby will be a boy. So now, if the vigor, that means the ability to move and stronger, if the X is stronger than the Y, it means the X is always going in first before the Y, and here will be always X. So the woman will give birth to X. That means always woman, baby. But if it is the Y that is stronger than the X, then the reverse will be the case. That is one condition. Now the second condition is, it is due to the pH level of the internal environment of the woman's womb. A pH scale is used for measuring the degree of acidity or alkalinity of a medium. So pH simply means the hydrogen ion concentration. Now, it is a known fact that the X chromosome withstands acidic medium very much more than the Y chromosome. So, if the internal environment of the womb is acidic in nature, it means the Y sperm dies. And when it dies, it gives room to the X sperm to always penetrate and fuse with the nucleus of the egg to form the baby, and the baby will be a baby girl. It is only one sperm that fertilizes the egg. The rest die off and they are absorbed into the body of the woman. Now look at it here. This is a pH scale. From 0 to 14. 7 is the middle. This is the neutral point. From 7 down this way to 1, the acidity increases. From 7 down to 14, alkalinity or basicity increases. So at this point of neutrality, it is neither basic nor acidic. So if the woman's womb, the internal womb, is acidic, that means less than 7, either from 6, 5, 4. If this is acidic, it means that the Y chromosome, which cannot withstand acidity, will die. So when the Y dies, it is only the X that will have the opportunity to fuse in here. And when that happens, it becomes XS here. So the woman will continue to give birth to only female children, even if he marries 2, 3, 4 wives. As long as the womb is like that in all these women, it will cause the same problem. But in a case where the acidity is reduced, maybe it's neutral, maybe you marry a second wife and the womb is neutral, the woman can give birth to a boy or girl alternatively. So these are the problems why we have crisis in this issue. So please like it, share it, subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you.